Organizations across various sectors can be prone to user behavioral threats, especially those with large number of employees, significant amounts of sensitive data, or complex IT infrastructures. Suspicious behavior often serves as an indicator of potential malicious activity or security breaches. Gartner's 2023 Market Guide for Insider Risk Management Solutions states that organizations deploying user behavior analytics tools experience a 45% reduction in the time to detect suspicious activities. Gartner also notes that 75% of large enterprises are expected to implement UBA tools by 2025 to monitor and mitigate suspicious behavior threats. If you're interested in effectively detecting suspicious behavior in your organization, then stick with me. I am Priyanka Neelakrishnan, Product Line Manager here at Palo Alto Networks. Today, I'm excited to introduce you to our AI-powered solution for detecting suspicious user behavior. I'll also take you through the demonstration of the solution itself. Let's dive in. Credential-based attacks are a major threat to organizations. In fact, 62% of all security breaches involve the use of stolen or compromised credentials. This isn't just a statistic, it's a reality we face every day. The main culprit? Negligence. Maybe we reuse passwords or we are tricked by a convincing phishing email. These small slips can have big consequences. When attackers get hold of these legitimate credentials, they have a free pass to walk right in. And since they are using valid credentials, spotting them is incredibly tough. They blend in, looking like any other employee logging in for the day. Attackers, once inside the organizational network, can move laterally within the network, escalate their access privileges, and gain control over critical systems. A staggering 49% of organizations admit that they cannot detect insider threats. Think about that for a moment. Nearly half of all companies are sailing blind when it comes to threats from within. This isn't just a small oversight, it's a glaring security gap that can have devastating consequences. Insider threats come in many forms. It could be a disgruntled employee, someone who is careless with sensitive information, or even a well meaning worker who's been tricked into clicking on a malicious link. These insiders have legitimate access, making their actions incredibly hard to distinguish from normal activity. On average, it takes organizations a staggering 287 days to identify a data breach. That's almost 10 months, an eternity in the fast paced digital world. During this time, attackers can roam freely through your systems, exfiltrating data, sabotaging operations, and planting further threats. Let's put this into perspective. In 287 days, a lot can happen. Businesses can launch new products, close major deals, or even undergo significant changes. Meanwhile, the attackers are quietly observing, gathering information, and exploiting vulnerabilities. By the time the breach is discovered, the damage is already done. It can be catastrophic. The consequences of such delays are severe. Financial losses can run into millions due to stolen data, disrupted services, and the cost of remediation. The reputational damage can be even more devastating. Customers lose trust, partners become wary, and the brand's reputation can take years to rebuild. In some cases, businesses may never fully recover. As you can see, insider threats are increasing, necessitating more advanced detection mechanisms to protect our data. Protecting critical information like credentials, customer data, HR records, payroll information, and source code is paramount. Given the critical nature of this information, protecting it is not just a matter of compliance, it's a fundamental responsibility. Admins prioritize protecting this data over anything else for critical reasons. They are risk mitigation, compliance requirements, repetition management, business continuity, competitive advantage, and employee and stakeholder trust. As organizational boundaries blur due to factors like remote work, cloud adoption, and the proliferation of personal devices in the workplace, the risk landscape evolves. One significant aspect of this evolution is the increasing prevalence of tolerated and unsanctioned applications within the organization. These apps, often referred to as shadow IT, pose significant security and compliance risks. Tolerated and unsanctioned applications may lack robust security measures, making them vulnerable to data breaches and cyber attacks. Many industries are subject to strict regulations governing data protection and privacy. The use of shadow IT may result in regulatory non-compliance, leading to fines, penalties, and other legal consequences. IT departments lose visibility and control over data when employees use a lot of shadow IT. This lack of oversight makes it challenging to enforce security policies, monitor user activities, and respond to security incidents effectively. Focusing solely on fixed security policies is no longer sufficient. Attackers are becoming increasingly sophisticated, targeting not just individuals, but also exploiting vulnerabilities in network infrastructure, SaaS environment, and endpoints. That's why it's essential for us to broaden our approach and cast a wider net in our quest to protect our digital assets. Routers, servers, and endpoints, these have access to SaaS applications. These form the backbone of our digital infrastructure. They facilitate the flow of data, host critical applications, and serve as the frontline defense against cyber threats. However, they are also prime targets for attackers seeking to gain unauthorized access, disrupt operations, or steal sensitive information. Identifying risky users is undoubtedly crucial, but it's only one part of the equation. We also need to be vigilant in monitoring the behavior of our data assets itself, especially ones with sensitive data, for any signs of anomalous activity. Anomalies could indicate a wide range of security threats, including malware infections, unauthorized access attempts, and insider threats. The more signals we analyze, the better our detection results will be. Now, let's look into behavioral situations cybersecurity IT admins care about. IT admins play a pivotal role in safeguarding our organizations against cyber threats. From anomalies in user behavior to suspicious network activity, malicious software, compliance violations, and insider threats, they stand as digital guardians. Understanding the behavioral situations they prioritize is essential for enhancing our cybersecurity posture and mitigating risks effectively. Detecting bulk failed login attempts can indicate brute force attacks. Monitoring spikes and file deletions, sharing, or edits helps in identifying potential data tampering. Unusual access times or new login locations can signal compromised accounts. New types of activities or changes in user behavior patterns needs close scrutiny. Now, coming to detecting threats to sensitive data. Bulk data transfers of sensitive information should raise red flags. Excess data downloads or uploads or any type of activity could indicate data exfiltration. Accessing data from risky locations or during abnormal hours needs to be monitored. A large number of file edits might be a sign of data manipulation or theft. So these are all the situations that IT admins care about. And this is not just one specific situation they are interested in. They would like to enhance the detection by taking multiple of the signals into account to make sure that it is a real incident. All right. Now that we have looked at and understood what SaaS admins look for when they are prioritizing incident remediation, now let's go to our solution. I'm excited to introduce you to our AI-powered behavioral threats detection system. Let me start by explaining the salient features of a solution, and then we'll dive into a demo where I can visually show you how our solution functions. It offers default-enabled suspicious user activity detection, focusing on cloud applications. Then it comes with strong AI detection capabilities that are automatically enabled. This means that organizations can start benefiting from suspicious user activity detection right out of the box without the need for extensive configurations or customization. The system monitors your environment for some time and then learns from it and start producing the incidents that you should care about. Default enabled detection ensures that organizations can quickly deploy the solution and start monitoring. So if you are already an existing customer, then even better. You will start getting the incidents right on the day one because we have already gathered the information. The system has already monitored the users and activities for the past 90 days already because you're an existing customer. For new customers, you don't have to do any kind of configuration because it's auto-enabled. The system will start monitoring on day one without you having to customize or do any kind of configurations there. It streamlines the implementation process and reduces the time and effort required to set up and configure the system. We proactively monitor and flag high-risk users, adding them to a watch list for closer inspection. Our proactive monitoring approach involves continuously tracking user activities and behaviors across enterprise applications and correlating them. By leveraging advanced analytics and machine learning algorithms, we can identify patterns and anomalies indicative of high risk behavior even before security incidents occur. When our monitoring systems detect behaviors or activities that deviate from established norms or pose a potential security risk, we flag the corresponding users as high risk. High-risk users may exhibit various concerning behaviors, such as failed login attempts, access to sensitive data beyond their normal scope, or unusual file transfer activities. Flagging these users allows us to prioritize them for further investigation and remediation. Admins can choose to add users that they like to monitor to a watch list, a curated list of individuals whose activities warrant closer scrutiny. The watch list serves as a centralized repository of users, enabling security teams to monitor their activities more closely and take appropriate actions to mitigate potential threats. Users on the watch list may undergo additional scrutiny, such as increased monitoring, enhanced security measures. Our system provides detailed information around the incident, helping admins understand and respond to threats effectively. System collects and consolidates detailed information about security incidents detected that are including the relevant context of that incident. This information includes a wide range of data points such as the nature of the incident, affected systems or users, timeline of events, the severity of the threat. By providing comprehensive incident information, our system equips admins with the insights they need to access the scope and impact of severity of the security incidents accurately. Gathering admin feedback enables us to continuously enhance our detection algorithms for better performance. Feedback serves as a catalyst for continuous learning and innovation, driving ongoing improvements in our detection algorithms. By fostering a culture of feedback and collaboration, we can harness the collective expertise and insights of AI system and cybersecurity admins to drive innovation and excellence in our cybersecurity solutions. Further, our feedback driven approach to algorithm improvements ensures that our solutions are tailored to the needs and preferences of our users. By actively soliciting feedback from users and incorporating their input into our development process, we can create detection algorithms that align with their requirements and deliver maximum value. This advanced threat detection is included with NG-CASP SKUs like CASP-X or CASP on PA and data security bundles. So anything you have SaaS API, this UEBA solution is available for you. All right. It's demo time. Let me show you how the AI-powered suspicious user activity detection solution works. So behavior threads, let's get in. So you're in our Strata Cloud Manager, which is the common console wherein all of our solutions like SaaS security, DLP, SD-WAN, AIOps all reside in one place. Now, here if you see, you are under behavior threads. Here you can see top risky users, the incidents and policies all in one place. So you can see the users, their watch list, their incident details, their risk trend. So users can be added into the watch list with just a toggle. You can add the users to watch list or look at the users based on the situation that you are interested in. There are various situations that you might be interested in. One is to see what is a suspicious login that user is trying to do, or the suspicious time they are trying to log into applications, suspicious locations they are coming from, suspicious applications. For example, the peers in the group do not have access to a specific application, and suddenly we see this person who is in the same team but accessing that new application. So that is like suspicious application access. Or there is another situation wherein you are monitoring that user for a long time, and till date the user has not, in the past 90 days, the user has not accessed a specific activity type in a data file, and suddenly we see that user copying and downloading or copying and sharing sharing a lot of content from that application. So now that raises eyebrows. So these are the things or the situations that the admin would be interested in, and we have the option for them to look at that specifically based on the situations. Spike in activity, bulk activity, sensitive data transfer. If there is a lot of sensitive data that is getting transferred, we detect that. So you see, spike in activity, and we give a detailed like incident details so that you have information around like what has happened, how has it happened. Okay, so you see the situation, the description of the situation, and the user. This is where the information comes in. So we give information around the user, incidents, and the situation. So when you look at that user, you get the like all the vectors, all different signals are given to that, given and attached to that incident, so that you get a rich incident detail. So you can provide feedback here. This is the nice part, wherein the AI system is not only acting on its own, it's trying to collect the feedback from the user so that you have AI system acting for you in one direction and you're collecting the user feedback on the other direction. And that's where we meet in the middle, wherein the detections become better. You see, if it's difficult to understand, you can provide the information. So once you provide the feedback, we take that into consideration the next time. You can see the incidents All the incidents are listed here in the list page. You can look at them based on the users, severity, or the situation. Situation, there are like 5 situations. One is sensitive data, location, time, activity type, bulk activity. You also have the option to download this content on the CSV format. We understand, we listen to our customers, we understand that oftentimes having a PDF report is not enough because customers could have some post-processing requirements in their organization. So therefore, we have provided you with an option to have a CSV export so you can download the content, look at the information, and add your own comments or your own processes that you may have to do once that incident is detected. I hope the demo was helpful. We need to understand that cybersecurity isn't just about defense. It's about swift detection and decisive response. In conclusion, our AI-powered solution isn't just a shield. It's your vigilant guardian, empowering you to not only detect, but swiftly respond to suspicious activities. With its keen eye on both threats and internal risks, it stands as your defender, ensuring the safety and security of your organization's digital domain. Stay informed, stay secure. Thank you for your time.